All right, boys and girls, here we are with day 9 in November's daily math. Round 234 to the nearest 100. So let's just say the number again. Ready? 234. Okay, 200. So that's one of our options. The 2 and 200, right? So it's either going to be 200, or what's 1 more than 2? 3. Or 300. Okay, so we're going to look at our number 234. So we're looking at the hundreds column first. That's going to tell us whether we go let it rest at 200 or raise the score to 300. But we look next door to figure out which one it is. So we're going to look here at the 3. Now, 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, raise a score. It's a 3, so that would mean it's 4 or less. So we're going to 4 or less, let it rest. So we're going to stay at 200 for the nearest 100. What number is this? 314. That was pretty easy. All right. Mr. Rob plants 6 rows of corn. There are 5 corn plants in each row. How many corn plants are there in all? Write the equation and solve. So 6 rows times 5 corn plants in each row equals 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Corn plants, right? So it'd be like row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then each one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, there are 24 hours in one day. How many hours are there in 3 days? Write an equation and solve. Let's do it 2 different ways here, okay? I'm sorry, you couldn't really see that now, could you? Let's go like this. Let's go 24 plus 24 plus 24 equals something. And then let's go 24 times 3 equals something. Okay? So what is 4 plus 4? 8 plus 4 more is 12. So we're going to put our 2 there, and I'm going to put a 1 up there like I'm carrying. Okay? Now let's add our tens column. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. 2, 4, 6. And 1 more makes 7. Okay? Or 24 times 3. 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 72. Either way, 72 hours. So remember, really multiplication is repeated addition, right? It's kind of like the shortcut. We kind of talked about that. It's like a little bit of a shortcut. All right, round 172 to the nearest 10. Okay, so first let's fill in the tens on the number line. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we're going to put a 0 down at the end of each of those. All right, now we're going to put a dot for 172. So here's about 175, right? And here's about 195. So first let's put the dot for 172. Let's see. Is it more than 170 but less than 175? Yes. So we're going to put a big dot about right here, 172. And 197. So again, is it larger than 190 and less than 195? Correct. It's bigger than 195 but less than 200. Put a big dot up there. All right. Now we're rounding to the nearest 10. So 172, is it closer to 170 or closer to 180? Well, it's closer to 170. Very nice. And 197, it's closer to 200. Very good. Now, we can also do it the way that we're learning in class, where we find our column that we're going to get it to the nearest one. We have either 170 on this one or 180. Now we're going to look next door at that 2. 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, raise the score. Nope, 4 or less, let it rest. 170. 197. So it's either going to be 190 or 200. So we're going to look next door and we're going to have the 7 tell us which one it is. 4 or less, let it rest. No. 5 or more, raise the score. Yep. Now, go ahead, write your score in up there, but wait a moment. Who caught? Who caught it? Huh? Who caught number 2? Is this one right? 314. What number is this? 300s, 14 tens. That is correct. So let's go like this. Here's 300s. Okay? And here's 14 tens. So our number is actually 440. Did you catch that? Oh, that was tricky. So the 1 in the tens right there and the 4 in the tens, 14. So that's like 140. Remember before we went like this and we covered it up? And we went, that's 14 tens. Actually, it was 10 and 12. It was 100 and 120. How many tens are in each number? Well, how many tens are in 140? 14, right? Nice job. Way to catch it. All right, boys and girls, see you tomorrow.